This morning is all about terms and conditions, covenant blessings. This is part two. Yesterday we talked about the flow of covenant blessings. This morning is terms and conditions. It's the text, the talk, and the takeaway. You already know the text that we used yesterday. We'll be using it again today. Genesis 12:2. It's the preamble. It's the preface, if you will. It is the beginning of God putting up and setting up covenant relationship with Abraham. You know it well. Hear it again for the first time. Here it is. It's, I will make you a blessing. I'll make you a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. I will bless those who curse you, and whoever curses you, I will curse. I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse those who curse you. Let's talk about this morning terms and conditions of covenant blessings. Here is God talking to Abraham, and he is saying to him, look, I'm going to make you a blessing. I'm setting up the preamble, the preface, the beginning of our covenant relationship. And one of the things that I need you to do, Abraham, in order to receive this, there's some terms and conditions as to how you receive my blessings, Abraham. What you have to do is you have to go to a place that I will show you. You have to leave your family. There are some terms and conditions. Now, there are going to be some more things later, but I just want you to focus in on that right now. Now, the covenant that you're probably most familiar with outside of a credit card or buying a house or buying a car, because when you signed that contract, that was a covenant. That was an agreement. That was you going into a covenant agreement with someone. Now, the marriage one is what we're most familiar with. And it says that, you know what, you already know that it says you're going to be with that person until death do you part. No matter sickness and in health, richer or for poor, death do us part. That's the terms and conditions of that covenant. Well, understand something. Every covenant relationship has terms and conditions. Now, the first thing that I need you to do to grab a hold of is that in this covenant relationship with Abraham, there is, as I said on yesterday, I just want to repeat it, there's always going to be some type of an agreement that is binding. An agreement that is binding. Blood covenant is one. You know, when you prick a finger and another person prick their finger and your blood mingles. Now, for Abraham, what he did is that he took animals, cut them in half, split them, and then the theophany of God walked through that blood covenant that they came into. There's going to be some type of an agreement that you come into with respect to terms and agreement. The same thing is with respect to God. There's going to be some mingling of the blood. We'll get to that here at the end. The second thing is there's going to be the benefit of both. It's going to be to the benefit of both. The terms and conditions must be to the benefit of both. Now, anybody tell you in contractual law, before you sign a contract, there's two things that you need to understand clearly about the contract. How do you get in and how do you get out? How do you get into this contract? What are the binding things in this contract? And peradventure, they don't go well. How do you get out? What are the conditions and what is going to be extracted from me or them if I have to get out? Well, the benefits of both is not so much as what's going to be extracted from me, but what is going to be the benefits. What did God tell Abraham? I'm going to make you a great nation. You will be a blessing. And whoever blesses you, they're going to be blessed. And whoever curses you, they're going to be cursed. The same thing is true with you and I. God says, I'm going to make you a letter. You are my living epistle. In other words, everybody that sees you are going to see how I treat my people. Same thing. We just take it from a nation to my own personal, the micro, from the macro to the micro, from the nation to me. And so what he's saying is, Paul goes on and says that you are going to be a letter written by the Holy Spirit, the ink, and that all the world will be able to read who God is by your life. Now, God is not interested in people reading that you live a poor life, that you live a depressed life, that you live a life that's not a blessed life, that's not attractive. Who wants that God that those who follow him cannot get it together, never have anything, never going anywhere, not strong, always weak, always complaining? You are the epistle. So the benefit is that God gets to use you as an example of his glory in the earth. That's the benefit. And what does God get? What do you get? You get the blessings of God. You get the blessings of God. That's the benefits of both. Here's the third thing I want you to grab here. There has to be an exchange between two parties. There has to be an exchange between two parties. When you buy a car, you get the car, they get the money. When you buy a house, you get the house, they get the money. When you enter any agreement, there has to be an exchange. When we look at the life of Abraham, where's the exchange? Now, here is the revelation. You got to get this. Don't go nowhere, because you got to get this. I mentioned blood at the beginning. Remember, here is the exchange. Abraham and Isaac. He takes him up. He is about to what? Have an exchange. There has to be a sacrifice in order to make this agreement binding and this covenant blessing. And now I'm meeting the terms and conditions. Okay, I'm giving up Isaac. Well, guess what? In the middle of him giving up Isaac, what happens? Jehovah Jireh shows up. God provides. Here's the revelation I want you to get. In your covenant relationship with God, God is on both sides of the covenant. My God. God is on both sides of the covenant. He provides for Abraham so that Abraham can have an exchange, so that they will be able to be in a binding covenant. God is so good that in our covenant with him, the mingling of the blood comes off the cross. The mingling of the blood comes off the cross. He provides the sacrifice of Christ, and his blood covers our blood, that we might be able to receive the blessings that God has. And then, oh my God, God says the terms and conditions of our relationship is such that I want to be in relationship. I want to be in a covenant with you. I want to bless you. So I'm going to be on both sides of the contract. I'm going to be on both sides of the agreement. I'm going to be on both sides of this thing so that I might be able to carry out the love that I have for you, the blessings that I want to pour on your life, that they were going to run you down and overtake you. What's your takeaway this morning? The takeaway is this. Are you meeting the terms and conditions to be blessed by the covenant that God has for you? The terms are: accept him in your life, walk with him, walk in the spirit and not in the flesh, and watch God bless you. I got more tomorrow. I have more tomorrow. If this bless you, share it with somebody, put it in the chat area so that I can know. And then guess what? See you tomorrow morning with more Morning Manna. God bless you. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. Bye now.